Namaste. There are many times people come and ask me, Ma'am, I am starting a business. So now I want to know whether my business will succeed or not. Can you check my horoscope? This is one of the very important question many people ask because they are going to start in a very important part of their life, say probably between 35 to 40. So usually we check the chart and we tell them. So when it comes to astrology, what are the parameters which are very important to see, to check whether they can start the business or not at that point of time? First, when they ask me, I will just check the transits. If the transits are very bad, especially Jupiter and Saturn, the first priority I always give is the Jupiter transit. And when the transits are bad, I tell them that it is not the right time to start the business. Okay, next I will also check the Saturn transit. The third important thing I would check is that the 10th Lord. The 10th Lord, 11th Lord and 7th Lord. If the 10th Lord is afflicted or if 10th Lord is Rahu with Rahu, then I would tell them that business is not suitable for them. For example, this is the horoscope of one of a person. Magara Lagna, and in Lagna itself the chart has Saturn. From there the 10th Lord Venus is in 12th house along with Ketu. The mother asked, will my child can start a business? I said no. He is not cut out for the business. He has to do only he has to go for a work, a proper work, then only he will be very successful. Okay. Now, if the 10th Lord is afflicted, then they require lot of guidance and supervision to take their work or business to the next stage. Those type of horoscope, those type of people will not have the ability to run the business on their own. So next is I would check the 11th Lord. When checking the 11th Lord, if it is afflicted, then I would say it will be very difficult for the person to do the business and make money, to make the business very successful. So this, if 11th Lord is in 6, 8, 12 houses, their ability to make money will be very less. I saw a person, he had started 3 businesses. All the businesses will go very well and then it will stop at a particular point of time. He will have a loss. I said you should not do business, you have to go and work because 11th Lord is afflicted, the ability to make money will be already less. So when they come and do the business, their ability to attract money will be very difficult, so invariably they lose the business. For instance, I even sometimes check the Lagna Lord. Another horoscope I checked recently, Tula Lagna, Jupiter is in the Lagna. The 3rd and 6th Lord in the Lagna usually signifies that they should not plan, and if they plan it will not work out, and if they take the loans it will simply multiply. I have seen lot of people, their Lagna Lord, 10th Lord, 11th Lord, if it is in the 6th house, simply they would borrow the money. They know unconsciously to borrow the money. So their debts will slowly increase, and only when they start repaying their debts, they can make money, but that principle they will forget. So if your 11th Lord is very afflicted, I would tell them you have to return back the debts, but it will be very difficult for them because their attitude will be to make the money through taking loans, not like to make the money in a positive way and then pay back. So even you can check with the Dasamsa that if the 10th Lord is afflicted, then they do not have the capacity to do the business, they have to go for work. Only when they go for work, it will be perfect for them. For instance, if Rahu is with Saturn or Ketu is with Saturn, simply it is no for business. It will never work out. They cannot succeed because if Rahu and Ketu is with Saturn, Whatever they start, it will all go very perfectly for a few period of time. Then it will all stop, it will all shut down. So we check even the Rahu and Ketu with Saturn. So when you come to horoscope, there are many parameters you have to check, not just looking at it. For instance, if you are going to do a partnership business, certainly I would check the 7th Lord. Because I have seen many a times if 7th Lord from the ascendant is very afflicted, then the partnership will break, or the partners, they will have problems. They attract the wrong partner, the partner will give you problems. So multiple angles and multiple parameters you have to check when you are giving a correct guidance whether a person can do a business or not. This many people do not know. Recently one person came, Kadaga Lagna, and he said, I'm going to start a business. I said, please wait. Your Jupiter is going to go into the 8th house. Wherever you are, you stay put, and then probably you can start when Guru goes into the 9th house. The another reason why I told them is because Saturn will also be moving from Makara to Kumbha, which means it is going to be the 8th house Saturn transit, which will be very, very problematic and challenging. So it's not the right time or the right period to start the business. This is the astrological consideration. When you see the horoscope, if 10th Lord is very strong, they will be naturally getting aligned with the right business or the right job. If 10th Lord is afflicted, they will have difficulty to get aligned with the right business or right job. Then what I tell them is usually, okay, I want to do business. You have to work. You have to work for a few years. From that work, whatever you learn, you have to do the business connected with that. This is happens mostly to 40% of the people wherever I have seen. They will work in one area and they will get into the business in a very different area, which means they will not have any learning in the business, like about the business, about the nuances of that particular type of business, about that materials, whatever they do in that business. So the work has been quite a different one. So I usually tell them, go and work in some place. You want to do a business in paper, something connected with paints, go and work in the paint factory or the paint company. Then come and start the business. And practically, I always check them. If your fathers have been doing business, then it will be easy for you to do the business. That is why it is called family business. If you take Dhirubhai Ambani started, he was the path breaker. Things would have been challenging and difficult for him. But then his son, it became very easy. And for Dhirubhai's grandson, it will be very easy. Like if you take Dhirubhai's granddaughter, she simply signed an agreement with Facebook. Very, very easy. So you have to check whether the father or the grandfather had been in the business. I know a person, he runs a very big legal outsourcing company in Hyderabad. His father is a FRCS doctor, grandfather is a lawyer. So that karma had come inside. So it was very, very easy for him to get connected with the lawyer profession. Then he worked in Manhattan. So it was a jump to the next stage. So when you do that, what happens is, it will be very easy for you. So always in business, please remember that you should be connected either by your work or by your ancestry. Like if it is in the work, usually if you see, I have been working in one company, I am doing business connected with that company. Fine. I worked in the plastic field, so I have become an agent for selling the plastics. It will work out well. Second, your ancestry, someone in your lineage, they have to be doing the business. Then only it will be easy for you to start the business. So when it comes to astrology, you have to take the chart, check the various parameters, and also check the practical side of life. In practical side, are you connected in some way or the other with the businesses? If you are not connected, then your business is going to be failing. And last, when you're about to do the business and when you're going to succeed, you will attract a person who will clearly tell you the nuances. You have to take him as a teacher, you have to just follow his footsteps. For instance, Vasanta Bhavan, the famous hotel chain in Chennai, had Sarvana Bhavan, a hotel proprietor, as his teacher. So that man used to teach him all the nuances of the hotel industry. That's how, if you are going to succeed, a teacher will come. It could be either from the family or from the outside family, which means your business is going to succeed. So friends, if you are going to start a business, if you want to check if your business is going to be really successful, just connect with me in my WhatsApp. The number is below in my description box. Please connect with me. I'm here to help you. Thank you.